Causes of the Korean War. Following the Second World War, Korea had been divided at the 38th parallel into Soviet-backed Communist North Korea led by Kim Il-sung and non-Communist American-backed South Korea under the leadership of Syngman Rhee. Kim Il-sung was a Korean nationalist and communist. He wanted Korea to be independent from foreign control after a long history of being controlled by other powers. He was supported by the USSR because they knew he would follow Stalin's orders. Syngman Rhee was a Korean nationalist who had trained to be a lawyer in the US. Rhee strongly opposed communism, which led the US to support him. US relations with China were tense. The success of communism in China had persuaded the US that their domino theory was correct, which had suggested that if one nation fell to communism, surrounding nations would soon follow. This made the US significantly more determined to prevent the spread of communism. In June 1950, with the support of China and the Soviet Union, North Korea launched an attack on South Korea across the 38th parallel. This was partly due to tensions in Korea, but also due to large tensions among the US, the USSR, and China. It was in 1950 that the USSR was finally strong enough to lead Stalin to agree to support Kim Il-sung's invasion plans. China had also promised to support North Korea's invasion with reinforcements, giving North Korea the confidence to invade. Fearing communist expansion, the US immediately intervened. President Truman immediately ordered the US Navy forces to Korea and called on General MacArthur to organize troops and supplies to send to South Korea. The UN Security Council also arranged to meet. Here they agreed the need to call for a ceasefire and an immediate withdrawal of troops. The US also insisted that the UN send its forces, resulting in 16 UN countries sending troops and 5 sending medical support. MacArthur was put in charge of all the UN forces. The USSR had been absent from the UN following the USA's refusal to allow Communist China to join the Security Council. This meant that the USSR was absent from the discussions in the Security Council and could not block the vote to send troops to North Korea.